The holidays can make our skin really imbalanced. That is because of all the excess that we're putting our body through. So all of the drinking, all of the unhealthy eating, the partying, the late nights, etc. So some people tend to get very dry, some people tend to get dehydrated or blotchy or red, or maybe like they break out. So myself, I tend to get very dehydrated and dry, especially around my chin. I'm very dry around here now. And I get very puffy as well. So I'm gonna talk to you about what I like to do and give you some options depending on what your skin might be doing at this point. So I woke up like a few hours ago, and yesterday I didn't eat that much, so I didn't wake up exceptionally puffy. But when I do like to use a J roller, and I like to put it in the fridge. So what I like to do with this is just like roll it, so like massage my skin with it. Because the stone is very cold, I like to roll it along the contours of my face, because the cold is going to sort of like tighten the skin. So it's gonna go like, so I sort of like watch TV or do whatever it is that I'm doing, maybe watching YouTube or something like that, and I just go all over my skin, and I go from the center outwards, sort of like to drain all the water retention that I may have, and sort of like to lift the skin. And maybe then with the other side, I go over it on my eyes. I don't like to press very hard, just so that I don't like mess up with the skin on the eyes. I like to be like super gentle, and I don't like a lot of tugging on the eyes or the skin in general, just because I feel like it can make it flaccid. If you don't have a J roller, what you can do is actually take a few ice cubes and just like wrap it around a towel, and then like sort of like press it and like move it, like roll it against the skin. It's gonna do basically the same thing. So don't feel like you have to go out and get something. Just get this product just for the sake of doing this. So like I said, I am very dry at the moment. My skin feels very dehydrated. I am kind of like peeling around here, and my eyelids have been waking up extra dry the last few days. So that is very annoying, but we're gonna deal with it. Because I do have flaky bits on my skin, I do like to go with an exfoliant mask, and I like this one by Dermalogica, Gentle Cream Exfoliant, and it has lactic acid, which sort of like eats the dead skin that's sitting on top of your skin. So I'm gonna apply a very thick layer. And lactic acid not only exfoliates, but it also moisturizes the skin, which I really need right now. So I'm gonna apply a thick layer. And I'm actually, before I continue, I'm gonna put my hair up. Okay, so I put my hair up, and I'm gonna continue applying the mask. And this one in particular, it gonna dries and sets, which I really like, because it allows me to have my French down. I don't like to have it up because it kind of messes with the shape of it. And once it sets in a certain position, it doesn't go back. You have to like wet it and dry it again, and I don't want to do that. So I apply it on my forehead, I wait for it to set, and then I take my bangs down. I'm avoiding the eye area with this mask because, like I said, it's an acid, and you don't want to put acids on your eyes just because that skin is very sensitive. and because it is a mask, it's a more like potent product than like an acid serum. So while that is working on my face, I'm gonna talk to you about other options that you might like to know about, depending on your needs. Okay, so for those of you whose skin gets very blotchy and patchy and red, something like this, like the Abuin Anti-Rougeur Calm, this is a very good mask, and it's very gentle on the skin, and it's gonna make your skin like feel more, just like it soothes the skin. So it's gonna be a really good one for people with sensitive skin, because Abuin, they don't use fragrance or any harsh ingredients. So I really like this one. On the same category is the Dr. Andrew Weil by Origins. So Origins is an all-natural brand, and this is a mega mushroom skin relief. So it's going to hydrate, and it's going to, again, like fix that blotchiness and that redness, and just going to like heal and repair the skin. I can't attest to it, but I've heard a lot of people say that this particular line within the Origins range is really good for people with rosacea. So I'm assuming that is a good one if you're sensitive too. So this is a really good one. If you tend to get more on the dry side, like myself, you can use this one, Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight. This is going to be super rich and moisturizing, and it's just a really good one. It deeply moisturizes. So if you have like oily skin, this won't be like great for you, but I feel like anybody can use this if they have like normal to dry skin. On the same category, the Jurlique Rose Moisture Plus, and this is a very thick mask. This is what I was using when I went to Breckenridge, just because my face was so dry. My lips were bleeding, it was like cracked, and it was just horrible. So this gonna save the day for us. And this is just like a very thick face mask that is full with like oils and rose and avocado and all kinds of like rich moisturizing oils. I was using this one in Breckenridge during the day because my skin was so dry. So what I was doing was just like putting a very thin layer, and it worked really amazing. It worked amazingly well. If you're one to get very congested, if you get like spots and like pimples and all that, you can use something like the Origins Original Skin. So, and I'm just noticing, I do like a lot of the Origin face masks. They have a lot and they have a great variety. So this one is a rose clay mask, and I feel like it works well for when you have acne. It really calms down the skin, it calms down the inflammation, and it calms down the redness. I wouldn't say that this is particularly only for people with acne, but if your skin is like very aggravated and just clogged, what I do with this one is I put it on, sort of like the same as this, and I leave it on for like an hour. It says 10 minutes, but I leave it on for like an hour and then wash it off. And my skin is actually going to feel clean but moisturized, which is not very common with clay face masks, because clay tends to like draw the impurities and the oils from your skin. This doesn't do that so much, so it's more gentle. So if you're someone who's like even like a tiny bit dry, I feel like you can get away with using this. On the same category, I have the Aesop Chamomile Concentrate Anti-Blemish Mask, and this is for someone who is more like acne prone. So if you have acne, this is going to be amazing. It reduces inflammation amazingly well because of the chamomile. I feel like it's like very soothing and calming, and it's just a great face mask. And it also has tea tree leaf, which is going to also, it's non-comedogenic, and it's going to help like clear out the spots that you may have. So I left the face mask on for about 15 minutes. Sometimes I do it, I leave it on for like an hour. That's fine because that mask is so gentle, even though it's an acid, it's so gentle that you can afford to like have it on for longer than what it says you should. So, because of the lactic acid in that mask, my face feels not only softer and exfoliated, like the flaky bits are not longer there, but it also feels moisturized, which I like. And I actually had to redo my bangs. I had to get them wet and like redo them because the headband made them look kind of insane. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my skin prep, and because I am a tiny bit dry, and sometimes I can look a tiny bit gray, I'm gonna have that in mind for the products that I'm gonna use. So first of all, I'm gonna start using the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, and this is very moisturizing. I've been using this since the beginning of this year, and I really like it. It doesn't dry out my lips like chapstick would. And the next thing that I'm gonna use is Good Jeans by Sunday Riley. This one looks very beat up, but this one is also lactic acid with hyaluronic acid, and the lactic acid is going to keep on like exfoliating the flaky and dry bits, and is going to moisturize as well. So I'm just gonna take a tiny little bit of that, and I'm just gonna dot it everywhere, avoiding my eyes, because like I said, you don't want to use exfoliating acids around your eyes. If it was only hyaluronic acid, you could do it. Hyaluronic acid doesn't exfoliate the skin, but the lactic acid would be way too strong. Okay, next up I'm gonna use this Sanita's Vita C Serum, and it is an oil. So if you're like very oily, maybe you don't want to use this. But for me, it's really good because it has antioxidants, fatty acids, and the vitamin C. So it's going to brighten my skin, it's going to deeply moisturize my skin, which I need right now, and the antioxidants is going to protect my skin from free agents, free radicals. So I'm just gonna take one pump, not much, rub it in between my fingers, and just go with it. I do use even around my eyes. I feel like I can use this vitamin C around my eyes just because it is so gentle, and the concentration level of the vitamin C is not so high. If it was something like 30% vitamin C, I wouldn't even think about getting it close to my eyes, just because I actually feel it like stinging, like my skin like is very stingy. So I don't even want to imagine what it does to the eyes. And just the final step before I put on SPF is gonna be the Ordinary 100% organic cold pressed rose hip seed oil. And I really like this one because it is oily, but it doesn't sit on top of the skin so much as something heavier would. And this one is actually really good if you have acne prone skin, because it's non-comedogenic. It actually reduces inflammation, and it's packed with fatty acids and antioxidants. So if you're someone who has acne but it's also a tiny bit dry, like rosehip seed oil is a great option for you. I like this one just because I don't see the point in spending the money on something that is, I don't know, like $80 for something that I can get for $6 or $7. And it's just like, it's also organic, it's cold pressed, it's a very high quality product. So this one, I gonna massage everywhere, my eyes, maybe a little bit on my neck. And while it's absorbing, I gonna do a tiny bit of a face massage. Going very gently around the eyes. And in fact, doing a full face massage would be a good idea if you are very puffy. So that would be something I would do right after I did my J roller and before I did all the skincare. So my skin feels very moisturized, it feels very soft, it's very at ease. So I'm really happy about that. I do have like a tiny bit of redness here and there, but that's fine, nothing that makeup can cover. And yeah, that's it for the video today. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that this new year is full of love and success and health and family and friends. So I'll see you guys soon.